If you're watching this on YouTube and you have a question, comment, suggestion, or maybe you just want to find out more information about the product, you can find the link below. Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3GameMan.com and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the Roccat Ryos MK Glow gaming keyboard. Like all Roccat products, their boxes look amazing. There's a picture on the front of the keyboard itself, plus lots of features, as well as more information and pictures at the back. There are two security seals on the box, pieces of tape on either side. It's packaged pretty well, no styrofoam though, but plenty of cardboard surrounding it as well. They have a molded piece of plastic on the top, plus strips of plastic on the shiny bits. Let me remove all of those. Note the branded Velcro cable tie they have, as well as a quick installation guide. Pretty basic, but it does show you what you need to know about it, and of course you can find out more information about it on their website, and you can download the software there as well. Now, Roccat is a little late when it comes to mechanical gaming keyboards because a lot of other companies have had them out for over a year now. However, Roccat does put a lot of research and development into their products, and that's one of the reasons they have been holding back. And the Ryos MK series of keyboards are wonderful. There are three of them currently: the Ryos MK, the MK Glow, which is this one, and the MK Pro. Now, all of these keyboards look the same, they're just tweaked a little bit differently. The basic MK doesn't have any illumination, the MK Glow does, and the MK Pro has tons of illumination options, plus audio as well as USB ports. Now let's first go through some of the features and specifications about it, and then I'll have a closer look at it. It comes with Cherry MX Black switches. So these switches will be super quiet. There is no clicking like some of the Cherry MX Blue switches, unless of course you go all the way down. And the feedback on these is really, really amazing. A little bit more than the blue. So amazing switches on this keyboard. The 118 keys are illuminated. It comes with advanced ghosting with N-key rollover. They have 3 programmable thumbstir buttons. You can see them here. And they also have 5 programmable macro keys, which are on the left side, and 94 other programmable keys. And pretty much any key on this keyboard is programmable using their software, which I'll be showing you later on in the video review. Now, the polling rate on this is 1000 Hertz. The response time is 1 milliseconds. And on the inside, they have a 32-bit ARM Cortex processor plus 2 megabytes of onboard flash memory, which is excellent to store all those macros in. Now have a closer look here at this. They call it a micro dotted surface. And basically what it is a smudge proof surface. So you can try and smudge it with your greasy fingers, but well, it doesn't happen. If I put my fingers on this surface though, over time you'll see that, well, you'll notice your fingerprints and so on and so forth. I like the overall look of this, and that is throughout the main part of the keyboard. Let me just go over some of the keys here. This is what they call the easy shift key, and what it does is it serves as a function key. So you press this and another key, and it will basically duplicate that key, so you'll have double the amount of keys really, and you can use their software and program them to what you want. At the top are the function keys as well as the media keys, but of course using the software you can assign these keys to pretty much anything you want. Here is the brightness key, and by the way, there are 6 levels of brightness, and you can turn the illumination off completely if you want to. Since this is a full-size keyboard, you've got a number pad as well as the arrow keys and the caps lock, numbers lock, and scroll lock. Now, these are located here instead of the top right where you normally see them. This keyboard is compatible with Windows XP, Vista 7 and 8, and comes with a USB 2 connection, which I'll show you a little later on. Now, the overall styling, design, as well as fit and finish and build quality on this, I think, is exceptional. I really like the look on this keyboard. Sure, it's big, but you know, if you're going with a gaming keyboard, in most cases you want one that comes with an integrated palm rest. But of course, if you don't have a lot of space on your desk, or if you're maybe using the keyboard for LAN parties, you might want to go for something a little bit smaller than this. Some of them, well, they don't have anything at the front, no palm rest whatsoever, just the main part of the keyboard, so they are rather small. But some of them actually come with detachable palm rests, so you have to kind of figure out, you know, what works best for you. A shot from the side so you can kind of see the overall design and styling on this. Lots of rounded corners, really nice to look at. At the bottom is an information sticker as well as 5 rubber feet, 2 on either side, plus a large one at the front. They have 2 flip down feet here to elevate the keyboard. All of these feet are super sticky, which is excellent for a gaming keyboard. You certainly don't want your keyboard sliding and slipping all over your desk. Plus, they have lots of grooves throughout the 1.8 meter cable. 3 at the top, 2 on either side, as well as 2 on the bottom. And having so many places to route the cable is excellent because it really depends on how you have your desk set up and where you want the cable to exit. And by the way, this is not a braided cable, unfortunately, but the USB end is kind of cool and it's branded. Now let's have a look at the Illumination, keeping in mind that this is the MK Glow keyboard and not the MK Pro. The MK Pro has tons of illumination options. You can illuminate certain keys and have all kinds of stuff going on with the illumination, like you can sync it to your music, to your games, and all kinds of cool stuff. Right now I have the illumination completely off. Press the function button and the illumination key, and you can illuminate it as you wish. Now let's go through the software, which is extremely comprehensive. And by the way, you'll need to go to their website to download the driver. So you'll need to go to Roccat, ROCCAT.org, and go into the support area for this particular keyboard. Download the driver. Now once you connect the keyboard, it will detect whether you have the latest firmware installed. If you do not, it will recommend that you update it. Within the main control area, you can configure the caps lock key. It works as either a Shift plus key, the Roccat Talk function standard, or you can disable it if you want to. You can also configure the function key, and it works either as the function key or the right Windows key. You can enable or disable a bunch of keys here: the left Windows key, right Windows key, application key, and so on and so forth. Here's the character repeat for the repeat delay, as well as the repeat rate. Illumination options here. Remember, you can do this through the software or the key on the keyboard, as well as the dimmer and timeout. Again, the illumination options. And you can tell it basically to shut down after so many minutes, as well as sound feedback. And you can get basically, you know, verbal announcements on certain items, and you can turn those off if you want to, because in some cases they could just scream at you and disturb you when you're doing anything, like even watching a video. So it's good that you can enable or disable those, and you can do a driver reset. At the bottom, you can create a new profile, load a profile, save a profile, and edit a profile. And here are the different profile slots, up to 5 of these. Within key assignment, you can assign the different keys. On the left are the macro keys, but of course you can use the macro manager and assign the keys to pretty much anything you want. This is pretty neat. This is Rockat's achievement display, so it depends on, you know, how many keystrokes you do. It kind of rewards you and tells you about your achievements. And in the update and supporters, we update the driver, the firmware, and there's more information here as well. Now, if you're in the market for a really high quality mechanical keyboard that has excellent switches, you're going to spend a nice bit of money in comparison to a standard non-mechanical keyboard, and those cost anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks. These generally cost $80 to $100 and up. Now, this keyboard is a little bit on the pricey end, and I really would have liked to have seen a braided cable on this, but that's being extremely fussy. It looks fantastic. The software is so intuitive and powerful, and it comes with Cherry MX Black switches. Overall, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care. How do you think this product stacks up? To vote, head on over to 3dgameman.com, and while you're there, check out the pricing.